Hello and welcome to my channel, Making Crafts. Today I am participating in the Not Too Shabby Shop Hop, and this hop is for the October box of the month. And this box comes with a lot of things, and there's two themes in this box, so I've divided it up into the two themes. So the first thing can be used on both themes, and that is the This Calls for Confetti Snow Bloom Confetti Pack. And then we have the stamp set Holiday Owls. We also have the Holiday Owls Ephemera Pack. And then we have the 6x6 paper pack Deck the Owls. And so this is the owl theme part. So then the next one we have a Nutcracker theme, and this is the ephemera pack. We also have the Not Too Shabby Nutcracker Dolls stamp set, and then the Winter Magic 6x6 paper pack. This set also comes with a stencil, and so the stencil can be used for both. So to make this card, we're going to take a 6x6 piece of paper, and we're going to cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4. And you're going to start at the top of your paper to cut down your 4-inch strip. When you do that, you can just hold on to this for another project. These are great to put on fronts of cards. But this one we're going to use in this project, so hold on to it for each one. So what I'm doing a mass making. So I have gone ahead and cut out 6 of these, and I'm just using the 6 different designs that come in the paper pack. So I'll have 6 different cards, but made the same. So I am going to just show you with one how to create it, and then I'll show you all 6 of how they turn out. So we're going to take our card base, and we are going to measure and find the center of the 5 1/4 inch side. So you just want to lay your ruler down along the edge, and you're just going to mark it 2 5/8, since 2 5/8 is half of 5 1/4, and your 2 5/8 mark is 2 marks past on my ruler, because mine has 16ths marked, so it's 2 marks past the 2 1/2. So then I'm going to lay my ruler along the edge. I'm going to lay it right up against that mark that I made, trying to hold it as straight as possible, and then I'm going to mark at 2 inches. So we're just going to put a little dot at 2 inches. And then we're just going to take our scissors and we're going to cut along that line we made to the 2-inch mark. Trying to be as straight as possible, but it does not have to be perfect. So once you have your cut, then you're just going to get your scoring tool. So I'm just going to use this little tool that I got from the Dollar Tree because I can't find my bone folder. But if you have a bone folder, that will work just fine. And so what you're going to do is you're going to lay your ruler so that it touches the dot here that you made and the cut, where your cut is, and it's going to be against the edge of the corner here. And you're going to just score from the dot down to the corner. And this is just going to help you fold it. And then you're just going to do the same thing on the other side. You're going to put your ruler up against the dot, and then the top part of the ruler up against the corner of your cardstock. And then we're just going to score from the dot to the corner. And then we just fold those back, and it makes it so much easier. Now I can use my, this, it's kind of like a bone folder, but it just doesn't have a tip, so I can't score with it, but I can use this one to press. So you want to use a bone folder or something to press this down to get a good, crease in it. So you don't want to press these flaps down too much. You do want to score them down, but you want to let the edges stick up, because what we're going to do is we're going to put some foam tape under there so that they have a little dimension to them. Now I have all of my bases created. So when I'm mass making, I like to do one step at a time. So this step was just cutting my bases and then scoring them and folding them back. So once I have those created, what I want to do is I just want to pick one, and I'm going to pick one of my card bases as well. And my card base measures 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. It's just a normal size card. And so we're just going to attach this to the front of the card. So now we're just going to center it up on the card. Just be sure you have everything right side up. And just press it down, and be sure to press those corners. So what I like to do is come underneath here, or underneath our flaps, and just press on those corners. So once you have all your card fronts glued onto your card base, you don't want to add your foam tape to these yet because we need to stamp the sentiment and we need these to lay flat when we stamp it. Now for me, when I stamp sentiments or wordings, it's best for me to use my stamping block, my stamping press, I guess you call it. And there's many different brands. This is just the one that I own. So, and I just have a piece of paper here that catches all the stamp offs. So I'm going to use it because it helps me to line up my wording better. And that way, once I find the spot for one card, it should work for them all. So I'm going to be using Merry Christmas from the Holiday Owls stamp set. So what I want to do is I just want to line up the Merry Christmas in the center of my card here. So I'm just lining up my Merry Christmas, making sure that it is straight across the card. But this one has such a little design to it that you really don't have to stress it being straight because the lettering is not perfectly straight anyway, because that's the design of the font. So then I'm just going to stamp this with red ink, and you can see that I've already been doing that. So I'm just going to add some more red to it. My stamp still, even though I cleaned it, still had a little red on it. The red ink for me seems to stay a lot. It's really hard to clean off. So I'm just going to press it down. And I'm going to come back and stamp it a couple of times so I get a crisp image. So there we have our Merry Christmas. And you can see here why we don't add the foam tape yet to our flaps, because that needs to be held down in order to do this. So by using this press, I can just go through and do them all the same, just putting them back in just like I had the one before, and then stamping it. So I've gone ahead and stamped all of my cards now, and it's great when you're mass making. It goes quicker to do everything in steps like this. So one of them though, I did stamp with 'Tis the Season, and I like that, but for the rest I decided to just go with the Merry Christmas. So now we're just going to add some foam. I have little foam squares, but sometimes they come in like different shapes. I'm just going to add that to the corner of each of my flaps. And that way it gives it a little bit more dimension. So I do want to warn you about one thing. So the ink that I am using is the Archival Acid-Free Permanent Waterproof ink. What I find with some of the water-based inks that, and I thought this one was water-based, but it says waterproof, but certain brands of water-based ink, the reds and darker colors tend to need more time to dry, and so if you're not careful, they will smear. And so, trying to get this little paper off. So what you need to do, if you're using an ink that easily smears, then you don't want to press these down on it when you're adding, like I'm doing now, adding the tape. You'll want to either give them more time to dry, or just keep them off of the ink, because I have had some ink, and some that I was using last night did smear a little, so I decided to switch over to the Archival ink, and it does not seem to smear. It seems to just dry and stay put. So what I'm going to do, before I glue any down, I'm just going to lay all my cards out and decide which ephemera piece I want on which one. So a little bit more about the hop. This is a Not Too Shabby Shop hop, and with this hop there's a $25 gift card to the Not Too Shabby Shop that's going to be given away to one person. And so in order to enter this giveaway, you will need to click on the hashtag N2SChristmas, and that will be my description below, and visit all of the videos in this hop. And as you visit the videos, be sure to comment on each video, and then once you get through all of the videos, in each video description there will be a raffle copter link. Click on that link and then enter the giveaway. So you enter the giveaway by commenting and then entering the raffle copter link. This giveaway will last from October 1st through 11:59 p.m. on October 7th. So this giveaway is through the Not Too Shabby Shop, and so the Not Too Shabby Shop will announce the winner on the Not Too Shabby Shop channel. So for the last little bit, we're going to take those strips that I told you to hold on to, and that's them, and we're going to, you can either cut them in half, or you can cut them down like I did. I cut mine anywhere from 3/4 of an inch to 1/2 inch. So it really depended. Like this one, you see where it's cutting the faces. I'm going to turn that one over and you can still see the faces of the owls here. But on some of them it doesn't work out, so you just need to go by the images on there so that you don't have anything looking too weird, because you want to cut right down through the middle of these owls. So what I've done is this one's probably about 1/2 inch and then this one's 3/4, so the strips do not have to match in size. And then we're just going to glue them on the inside of our card. So you could skip this step and you could use these strips on another card, but I thought it would be pretty to add these to the inside of this card. So here are the completed cards, and for some of them I only added 1 strip on the inside, and like I said before, you don't even have to add a strip. If you don't want to decorate the inside, you could use these on the fronts of other cards. But I decided some were too busy, like these two together, I just felt was too busy to add both strips. But then some I thought the strips looked great together, so I added those on the inside. And so I'll just show you a close-up of each one real quick. And so the ephemera and the paper pack made this really easy to put these cards together. And I was able to create all 6 in just 1.5 hours. And so I love little fun projects like this where you can create a bunch of cards in just a little bit of time. And so these turned out exactly like I was hoping. I love all the papers, and I love how the papers on the back go really well with the front so that you could easily create this. And so this was a great paper pack for this style card. And this is the first time I've created this style card, but I'm really enjoying creating them. So I hope that these have inspired you to get started on some Christmas cards. If you haven't already started, let me know below. Have you already finished all your Christmas cards, or have you even started thinking about them yet, or getting started on them? And I'll also below in the description, I'll link to the Not Too Shabby shop where you can find the box of the month. I'll also have all the information about the Not Too Shabby hop, well, the Not Too Shabby shop hop that we have going on today. I'll have all the information below for that giveaway as well. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.